So the recording has been started. So I would like to welcome all of you to the Introduction to Python series. So today we have with us Shrinidhi Kumar. He is the fellow BS students. He has completed his BSc. So Shrinidhi has a passion about Python. So uh, he has experience in web development and he's also in our WebOps team. So Shrinidhi, maybe you can start your intro or you can proceed with the session. Over to you.
Okay, so welcome to all of you. My name is Shrinidhi Kumar. A little bit about myself. I'm currently in the diploma level. This is my second last term. I think hopefully September term is my last one, or the May term is my last one. I see a lot of people here who are either from 2024 or 2025. I even see some 2025s here. So definitely, I know Python is a tricky course. It's not easy. It's not like other courses which you can like just read and give a quiz and clear. So that is why I want to take this course. Firstly, this is not gonna be like a lecture series where I just go on saying everything and you guys listen and make notes or something. We are going to code hands-on. That's the whole point of this. I think a lot of people in Python have this issue where uh, a lot of people even know how to code, but they are not able to come up with the logic. Or if they do come up with the logic, they are not able to put it into code. So that is something I want to focus on. Before getting started, does anyone have any doubts? Anyone, guys? Like, okay. So let's get started. How many of you actually have some experience with Python or any other coding language? Just put it in the chat box.
Looks like all are new and they are just started coding. You are new to programming world, right? Mhm. Guys, let make it an interactive session.
Yeah,
Unmute
yeah,
yourself.
let's make an interactive session, please.
Yes.
That would be helpful. So anyone who
Uh,
has, how was your OPP anyways? I think it was on Sunday, right? How was your OPP, guys? Just want to know a little background about you guys first.
Guys, no one is gonna judge here. Just we want to see your means baseline where you falls so that we can start from there.
Yep.
So please unmute and don't hesitate. Just unmute and say whatever
Hello.
you want to.
So my name is Uday. Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, yes.
you're audible. Go ahead.
I just gave my OPP exam at 2nd of March. There
Okay.
were three sessions. The first session was easily solvable as well as the second one.
Yeah.
The one was a little bit tough for building the logic, but the third one, so I cannot attempt any of the questions from the third one. So a question was given to me like print a hexagon with the help of at the rate,
Okay. Okay. Pattern matching, is it?
and yes, a pattern matching
Yeah, yeah,
question.
Yeah, that was really difficult actually. Yeah, is my voice audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
Actually, what
yeah.
happened was that this like PP1, what has happened in that we had like I had one another YouTube link there. It was like for data science people they had given other revision session. For fusion people they had for ES student they had given other revision session. But data science there it is was like the September set was there, set one, set two, set three. Based on that the revision was there. So I thought that is very that was also very familiar also, but the question OCP, the format became different. So it was like this was very this was difficult for me in this time actually. As practically I'm telling.
So you also gave the third session, is it?
Sorry, sir.
You also gave in session three, is it?
Session three, like I didn't got it.
Someone said session three there were three sessions and the third session was very hard. That's what I'm asking.
No, no, no. I'm not saying like that. I'm saying that OPP questions were there, for data science and electron system, compared to like that session, like live session was there. In that data science people, I watched that live session, like revision OPP for that data science people. But the
Oh,
first concept were same. Like that September batch is there, no, section one, section two, section three. The questions were same, right? But OPP questions came little different only. So it was difficult for me.
okay, okay. So most of you, it's a first term with Python, right? Anyone who has
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
first term also?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. It's the first time.
Sir, one query, sir, actually.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Good.
Now see, till week 4, the OPP one was there. After this, like week 6, week 7, week 8, week 9, and week 10, 12, there are like continuation or like everything will be coding only now.
You can say it is a continuation. I mean, obviously, your loops and conditional statements, obviously, you will still have in your higher. I think anything in this degree is actually a continuation. Even in diploma, I think you have a PDSA course. Even that is a continuation of Python in some sense. So there's nothing like what you're using right now. You'll never use it. You'll obviously use it. So it's good to be hands-on with it. That's all I'll say.
No, no, no. My question is like, suppose you see what it was like till week 4, we had for loop and while loop.
Yeah.
After that, from week 6 to week 7, we had pointers and all. Here it is like week 5, week 6, and we have that question, that like questions on only. After week 7, we get some topics extra will be added or like what?
Yeah, yeah, there will be topics added. I think in week 5 you'll have arrays, and week 6 on you have dictionaries. I think week 8 is recursion, something like that. So you'll always be added, but that does not mean week 1 to 4 will not be used. It will still be a continuation of all this, just a higher
But
level.
but my experience like week OPP one, like it is very simple as per me. Like OPP one will be concept will be very easy compared to OP two, but that only it was very difficult for me. I don't know OPP two how well gonna clear it.
Okay, we'll get to that. Yeah, I think you can do it. I think week 9 is file handling. That is actually the easiest one I found in entire foundation level, entire Python course. So I think you should be
Okay.
able to handle it. It's not very hard.
You're like saying only based on division. See what happened was the question which based on the OPP one question that's mock like was there no set one, set two, set three. That question and this OPP question is very different. So totally like hexagon that like in printing paper pattern printing there it was like N letter, X letter, and V letter something. But they did hexagonal printing was there. That we have never done also. So I thought like that it was difficult.
Okay. So all I would say is you have to practice a lot for this. It's not a hard course. You obviously have to practice a lot to get hands-on with Python. That's all I can say for now. So we
Okay,
will
sir.
get started. I think this course will only be problem oriented instead of only theory. So it's not focused on your end term or quizzes. It's mainly focused on your OPPs. That's what I would say. I don't think end term or quizzes anyone should find it very hard, is it?
We have entered for this or only final OPP two is the final one, right?
No, you'll have end term, I guess. I don't think your quiz was also very hard, right?
No, sir.
Quiz
It
was
was
okay,
not
sir, but
that
that
hard.
OPP I'm saying.
That's what the whole point of this course is to get you cleared with OPP. I think a lot of people even have a fear of coding in some sense. I mean, I'll not deny that even I had that issue. Before I started this degree, I did not code even once. I was very scared of coding, but you can get hands on with this. It's not very hard. I think Python is the easiest way you can get started than other languages. Anyone who has used other languages, I think they can guarantee this. Yeah. All right. Anything else? I think someone raised a hand also, right? Am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, someone raised a
Yes, you're
hand.
audible.
This.
No, no, no. It was me actually. I think.
Okay, okay, okay. So if there's no other doubts, can we get started now?
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
one means one thing. Like week 5 and week 6 only based on questioning, like program solving. And week
Okay.
7, like arrays arrays and fine landing comes from no new topics added will add from week 7 or week 8.
I did this almost 1.5 years ago, so I'm not definitely sure, but I think it's in week 7, week 8. I think you have recursion. I think week 7 you have arrays and dictionaries also.
Okay.
Yeah, and week 9 is definitely week file handling. Sorry.
No, we
Yeah.
hate have file handling.
Okay, week 8 has file handling now, is it? Okay, okay. Anyone wants to say something else?
No, sir.
Also, someone said third session of OPP was very easy, was very hard. So someone from session 1 and 2 can guarantee how easy it was, or was it also hard?
It's hard.
So from the session one and session two, the logic building was hard, but for the session third, the question which came for me was very new to me because I have never printed a hexagon with the use of at
That
the
is
rate.
that is only I'm telling.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah, I get it. I get it. Pattern matching. Yeah, got it.
So there were some friends of me which gave the exam before me, and
Yeah,
he told me that in his pattern printing questions it was given N, and there was another friend of mine who said he got an X for printing the pattern.
yeah. And you got a hexagon.
Yes,
Yeah, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, can't help that. Yeah. Okay. What about session 1 and 2? Anyone who gave that? Was it hard or was it easy?
Section 1 is easy, but section 2 is a little bit tough.
Okay, okay. All right. So should we get started? What do you guys use for coding anyways? Is it Replit or some other platform?
so VS
Google
Code.
Collab.
and
Collab.
Okay, so just one thing I'll say you before we get started. If anyone is using VS Code, just turn on IntelliSense at least till you finish the Python course, because that thing makes coding very easy. And when you go to the actual platform, it gets a lot harder because VS Code has excellent IntelliSense. So your life is a lot easier with VS Code. I think you should use that once you are very experienced with coding, or if you're hands-on with the actual syntax, then you can use it. For now, I would say stick with Replit or anything else that has not so good intelligence. Even Collab is fine, I guess. Even if you use Collab, just switch off the AI part. Don't use AI for that. It's gonna make your.
How can you switch off that in Collab?
I'm not sure in Collab. I think it's
go
somewhere in
to
the settings part.
AI assistant of
Yeah, AI assistant, you have to switch it off. Even in Replit, just switch off the AI assistant. Don't use it. Because when I learned it, it was a pure Replit, and Replit is hard. Like without any support, it is actually hard, and that's how I think you have to do it in the actual editor for OPP as well, right?
So this
Yes,
session
sir.
is live streamed or like we can recording in progress?
I think it's recorded. You'll find the recording later. It's not streamed.
I- oh, in which it will be recorded? Like in YouTube it will upload.
Yeah, on YouTube it will upload. All right. So for now, other than VS Code, I would recommend use Replit for now. Just switch off every type of AI code completions or even IntelliSense for that regard. Just use it like how you use Notepad. You have to write every single piece of code. That's how you should use it, so that you get hands-on with the actual syntax instead of directly jumping into AI code completion or something. You know.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So should we get started?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. There's 62 people in the meet. I expect a bit more interaction from you guys, please. Okay. Um, so when we get started with any programming language, what is the first thing we have to do?
print hello.
Right? Okay. That's how we get started. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Anyone who has doubts with this? I hope not. Okay. So for now, I want you to write a small program that should take a name as input. Let me write it here. And print hello name. Yeah. And I want you guys to put it in the chat box. And I think 2 to 3 minutes should be enough for this, right?
So can you repeat the conditions what you said?
You have to take a name as an input from the user and you have to print hello, and it should be something like this: hello comma name. So if my name is
Okay.
Shri, then hello comma Shri. That's how it should be. Okay. To take a minute and then we'll get back to this. Okay, so are we good? Can we get started now? Uh, I think everyone should be done by now. I think most of your answers are right. So the one I'm getting right now is this the syntax I'm getting? Guys, is the syntax right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Curly bracket. Yes.
Should I run this? Sorry? Okay, let's try this. Yeah, that's the output we wanted, right? So one thing I saw in a lot of your responses, let's pick this up. Is there anything wrong with this code, this second code?
No need of mentioning string there. It's already takes in string format.
Exactly. Is string required, guys? Is this str required? What does this str actually do? Can someone tell that?
It converts it into string, but like
Convert.
input
Yeah, it
function
converts what
always
into string. It converts it into
displays
string.
in string format.
Yeah,
So like mentioning it two times, no need of that.
right. This str is not needed. So what this str is doing is this is taking the input and converting the whole thing into a string. But let's run this. What is the data type of this name now?
Variable.
String.
No, no. What is the data type?
String.
String.
String. So we do not need this str. Okay. This is not necessary. This is just an extra that you're adding. This is not needed. You can run it without that. Now let's add a bit of complexity to this. Yeah. Can everyone do this? It takes a name as input, it takes an age as input, and it prints hello name. Your age is whatever the age is given. Can everyone do this? Adya, this is the first session. This is session one. Okay, guys, give me the answer to this.
I'm facing some problem.
Sorry.
I think कोई प्रॉब्लम हो रही है मेरे VS कोड में. क्या मैं अपनी स्क्रीन शेयर कर सकता हूँ?
No, we will keep that for the end. The flash में रखते हैं उसको.
Okay.
Yeah.
तब तक मैं गूगल कोलैब यूज कर सकता हूँ बिना AI के?
Sure. Use
Okay.
anything. Okay, I think we have the answers. Let's try this. Okay, so what should this print ideally? What should be the output to this? If I say
It will print hello and then name as input and age.
okay, this is your age 21. Is this good? Can someone tell me what will happen now? What will be the output now?
Age will be in string format, which should be in numerical.
Okay, but will the output be same or different?
No, actually, you should take out those brackets.
No, I don't think the brackets make a difference, but yeah.
It will throw up an error, I think so.
Okay.
No, sir, not a single error will be shown. If I input the age in the integer format, it
Yeah.
will only paste my age only at the print section.
So this output will be same. Is that what everyone is saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the output will be same.
It's either error or the output is same. Anyone who's saying the output will be different. Okay, let's try this. So the output is same. Why? But what is this? What will this give?
String.
Okay, anyone who says this will be an int.
Yeah.
String. What if I do this? Now what will be the answer?
So it's integer.
Int आएगा.
Okay. So what is this int actually doing? Can someone tell me that?
So it is converting the input into the integer data type.
Yes, exactly. So in programming language, it's actually typecasting. So input is actually a string. By default, input will always be a string. When you use int here, you're actually typecasting it into an integer. Now what happens? What if I give something like this? What if I give my name again? What will this do? For age, what if I give my age also? Let me stop this. We run this again. And for name, I give my name. And for age, I give again my name. What will be the output here?
It will
So
throw
an
error.
error will be shown.
Okay. Anyone who says the output will be the same? Will it not be hello Sri? This is your age against Sri. Will it not be the output?
No, sir.
And those who are saying it's an error, what is the type of error there?
So date.
Sorry? What will be the error that will be thrown, guys?
So value error.
Okay, that's one option. Anyone else? Data type error. Okay. Syntax error. Okay, let's try it. So we have value error, we have syntax error, and we have data type error, that is nothing but type error. And what we get is the value error. Because this tree is actually in a string, and we are trying to convert it into an integer. So this is the same as saying we are converting a string directly into an integer, which is actually not an integer. So that's why we get this value error. All right.
So
Yeah. Go
so
ahead.
in the last line of the value error, it
Yeah.
is written invalid literal for integer with base 10. So what does
Yeah.
this mean by base 10?
Base 10. So anyone know? I think you would have studied number system, right? Binary, decimal, octal, and hexadecimal.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is in decimal. It's not in
Yeah. By
hexadecimal or
default, this is in
octal.
decimal. By default, int converts it into a decimal.
Okay, sir.
That is why you're getting with base 10. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Also, before I get started with higher topics, can someone tell me till what you have been done? Like, what was the final thing that you were taught before the OPP? Up to week 4, can someone just tell me what was taught up to week 4?
Lists and tuples, I guess.
Okay. Okay. Do one thing. Just tell me from week 1 what was taught. What was in week 1?
It was basically an introduction to the Python in which we have learned about variables, data types, operators, something on strings.
Okay. Okay. Week 2?
So a little bit about lists or like string methods, more
Okay.
about variables, sir.
If else?
So it was in week 3 maybe, while loop or for loop like that.
And week 4, I think, would have had your lists, right?
List dictionary, yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So just to make sure I'm not too far ahead of classes. So everyone knows if else? Loops, list. Oh, even the dictionaries is done, is it? Because we had dictionaries for OPP2 directly. Okay. Okay. Okay, so everyone knows if else, right? Else statements.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, got it. That's why I just put it as collections. Collections are done. Okay. So we'll just take the same code and we will change it a bit more now. So instead of just printing your age, you will instead check if age is greater than 18. Okay. Can everyone do this? Let's- Can everyone solve this? This one. Uh, I don't know exactly the total number, but the most frequently what you will encounter is either you will see a type error or you will get a value error. And if you are using lists and lists, then you will very frequently see index error, and obviously syntax error will always be present. So these are the five types that you will frequently see. Yeah. And I think when you go to arithmetic constructs, you will see division by zero error also sometimes if you make some mistakes and all. Okay, can everyone do this now? Okay, I'll just wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll get to the answer. Someone raised a hand. Do you have a doubt? Sorry, I can't see who it was. Okay, let's get into the code. Just pick a random one. Is this right? Can anyone confirm?
Yes, sir.
No mistakes in this.
So parenthesis for the else condition.
Okay, okay. Yeah, my bad. Should I run this?
Yes, sir.
Firstly, let's just use normal strings for now. Wait, let me just take someone else's. We'll get to string methods later. That's why I'll confuse people right now. Okay, should we run this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What is the output when I say 21?
So eligible.
Eligible? Okay. What about 12?
So not eligible.
Not eligible.
Not eligible. Okay. Anyone has any doubts with this?
No.
Okay.
No, sir.
What about when I give 18?
Not eligible.
Eligible.
No, sorry, eligible.
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 Elizabeth.
Eligible.
Okay. All right. So I think everyone is good with this. No one has a doubt.
First,
Yes, sir.
where were you entering the values for the name and the age? Because I cannot see that here.
It's here. It's here. In VS Code, it's up. When you use a Jupyter notebook, this is where you have to input this.
Okay.
Is it visible, right?
I didn't see that. Okay, thanks. So
This part, you can see the cursor, right?
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is where you have to input. Okay, so this was easy. What if, let's solve this now. And I have something like this. Something like this, okay? Um, can someone do this? You don't have to take name as input, you have to take only age as input, and this is what you have to print. Also, just one more thing to this. If the age is anything other than 12, 18, and 30, you have to print. All right. Someone give me the code for this. this is one output I got. I'll wait for some more people. Yeah. Okay, this is one more I got. All right, first let's check this. Is this right? Is this code right?
No, sir.
Anyone else who says this is right?
Second one, sir.
Sorry?
Second code.
Sorry, you're not clear. You're not clear. Okay, anyone who says this is right, or should I execute this? Okay, so those who are saying this is wrong, what will be the error that is thrown here?
So
There is
it has
assign the
written
value,
equal
sir.
to single times.
Sorry?
Sir, it is
One.
assigning the value 12 to the age. It is to be
Okay.
shown equality, double equal to.
Okay. What will be the
Yes.
output of this?
Error, sir.
What is the type of error?
Syntax error.
Syntax error? Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
So syntax error.
Okay. Syntax error, right? Uh, how can we fix this code anyways?
So by adding
Double equal to.
extra equal to after.
Okay. Is this code right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there's nothing wrong with this.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's try this. What will be the output for 12?
So getting started.
Okay. What about 30?
So nearing the end at.
Yeah. What if I say 21?
So not found.
Not found? Is that
Not
right?
found.
So everyone knows the if-else syntax, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone here who has used C, C++, or Java? Can you answer me? Do you guys know switch case?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
Anyone who's used C, C++, or Java? No, that's where you have switch case. Okay. So, do we have switch case in Python?
No, sir.
Do we have anything similar to switch case or something like that in Python? I don't know how many of you know this. You will be surprised, but there is something called as match case, and this works exactly the same as switch case. Can someone tell me the switch case syntax for this exact code? So what you do is you take this. Now what are you matching here? You're matching age. You have the case 12. And what should I print for 12?
Getting started.
Getting started.
Okay. What is the next case?
Case 18.
18.
Case 18.
18.
Will be the answer.
Adult age.
Just a moment. Yeah. Okay. Next one.
30. Near the end at.
Fine. And what do you do for else here? Anyone who has seen this syntax before, anyways? Match case. Okay, so in fact, when I was in Python, I think 1.5 years back, I don't think this syntax even existed. This is a very new syntax to Python. This is widely used in all other programming languages, but it's never used in Python. So what you do for else is case underscore, and what should I print here?
Not
Not
found.
found.
Not. As far as I know, I think this is the syntax. So 18. What should it be for 30?
Nearing the end.
And there you go. Just make a note of this. This is very less used. It's not very widely used. I think the bigger problem with this is, for example, what if I had to say age is less than or equal to 12? So things like that you cannot do here. You can't say case less than equal to 12, things like that. So that is why this is less used, but it's a more concise syntax. You can make a note of this. I don't think this is taught in our program either. Is it?
Yes, sir. It's a new thing for us.
Yeah, yeah. So just make a note of this.
Okay, sir.
Uh, Whenever you have say flag kind of a things, or anything that have like 2 to 3 values that you have to have, discrete values, not continuous values, that time you can use the syntax. It's more concise and easy to debug in some sense.
Can this be used? You're now comparing exactly 12, 18, and 30. Can this be used for a
Yeah.
case where it is up to 12, up to 18, like that? Can this be?
No, that's what I said. You can't do like this, you
Okay,
know.
sorry, I
This
didn't.
is not possible. This is not
It's not
possible in
possible in match case.
this is not possible in match case.
All right, thanks.
Yeah.
So in C we have a break function, right, sir, in switch cases.
Yeah. I'm not sure, but I don't think that break is needed here. I think in all other languages you need to do something like this, and you have to break out of that. Otherwise, it runs anyways.
Yes, sir.
That is not needed in match case, as far as I know.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
It is a very less used syntax. Not many people use it, but this can be very concise. So yeah, just something to make a note of.
Yes, sir.
Uh, okay. So do you guys want to continue with if else, or should we go further? Do you have any doubts with if else or something? Because I'm
Go
hoping
for
everyone
this, sir.
the course at least up to week 4, right?
So we should go further, sir.
Yeah. I'm guessing everyone has completed the course at least up to week 4.
Yes, sir.
Uh,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
yeah, exactly. So I think that's why we kept it after the OPP, so that you don't get too stressed with this. So let's go to loops. So everyone understood the if else, right? Just let's just do one more thing in if else. What if this is the case? Can everyone see this? Can everyone just go through
Yes, sir.
this? Okay, so age is less than equal to 12. That is the if condition. and age less than or equal to 18, this is your elif. So does this not also include less than equal to 12 case? So, and if your age is less than equal to 18, does that also not mean that age is less than equal to 12? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
So what if I say 15 or say 10? What should the output be?
Getting started.
Getting started at?
Yes, sir.
Anyone who says that this elif should also run and this elif should also run. Anyone who has that doubt? Okay. So what happens is your control starts here. Okay. Firstly, it executes this. This is executed first. This is executed first. Then your control reaches this point, and then it sees the if case. And the moment this if case is executed, the control goes out and it directly comes here. Say you are printing finished here. So control starts here. It sees the if. The moment one of these is executed, it directly reaches this point. If this is not executed, if age is say greater than 12, then it reaches the elif stage. And then it checks if age is greater than less than 18 or is it greater than 18. And if this elif gets executed, then again we jump out of that entire if statement and we come out to the printer. And if again the same thing happens, this is like a chain. So whenever you write a code, never write if age is less than or equal to 18 first. Sorry. Never write like this. And say okay. Sorry. What will be the output when I use 10 here?
1.
Will it be 1 or will it be 2 or will it be 3?
Only 1, sir.
Why is it 1? Isn't age also less than equal to 10? Why shouldn't it be 2?
Because it check first condition, sir.
The control will not even reach that second.
Yeah, exactly. Control will never reach this point. This never gets even checked. So this get executed, we come out of the loop, and that's the end. So that is why this is a
Yes, sir.
very bad way of writing code. Anything that kind of depends on something else should never be written first. This is the way you have to write the code. This is a better way of writing because if age is less than equal to 12, then only this get executed and we come out. If it is if it is greater than 12, only then we reach the elif. So that is why this is the syntax. This is how you should write it. Never write it like this, otherwise you will find it very hard to debug. Okay. So with that, let's go to for loop. Let's go to loops. So what are the types of loops we have in Python?
For loop and while loop.
For loop, while loop, do while.
Nested loop.
Do we have a do while loop in Python like we have in C or C++?
Yes. Do while loop.
Do while loop is not in Python.
Yes. Do while. Like only while
No
loop.
Python, but C and C++ language have.
So almost every other language have, but Python does not have a do while loop. I think this is something you should also read about why it does not have. So just to give a brief, Python is in some sense a is a language that has to be used very, let's say it has to be used very intelligently. So it's not like there has to be a syntax for everything. There's no parental controls, if you understand what I mean, in Python. So you can do whatever you want. You can make mistakes. In Java and all, I think. Okay, I think we should have got this first. You know, Java has something like this. For say you have a variable, and this is how you have to use a variable. Do you guys know this in other languages? Okay. So in most other languages, you cannot do directly like this. You always have to give the data type of data type of the variable you're using, and you cannot also do if var is an integer, you cannot say var is equal to say any string. This is not allowed. So this is what is called as statically typed. Python, on the other hand, is dynamically typed. Everything happens on runtime. I think anyone familiar with the other languages would know something called as a compiler that first compiles the code and then you run the code. In Python, there's nothing like that. Everything happens at the runtime. So that is why Python is called dynamically typed. Anyone knows the advantages of Python over other languages? Anyone who can answer me that?
Easy syntax,
Okay.
platform independent, and object oriented language.
Object oriented. Okay, let's not go to object oriented. Platform independent, yes. Easy syntax, yes. Definitely a lot easier. What are the disadvantages of Python? Anyone knows what are the disadvantages of Python over something like C or C++, any other language? Okay. So as I said, Python is dynamically typed. So that means everything happens at runtime. So if anyone has seen this, C++, the speed of C++ is around 10 to the power operations per second. How much do you guess Python is? Just give me some random guesses. If you're wrong, it's fine. No issues, no one judging you. Exactly, it's not fast. 10 to the, what is 10 to the power? How much is Python?
64.
Sorry? No, it's not.
10 to the power 16.
10 to the power?
16.
No.
5.
No. Anyone saying 10 to the power 2? 10 to the power 2 is like 100 operations per second. So that's not possible. Then it won't be a programming language. It's something like 10 to the power 10 operations per second. So how slow is it as compared to C or C++? What is the speed difference between the two?
10 times slower.
10 times slower than.
Right. Python is approximately 10 times slower. This is the biggest disadvantage of Python. This is something most researchers are even trying to solve, because most other languages, I think you would have seen reels or something. To count to 1 billion, C or C++ take around 1 or 2 minutes, while Python takes some hours. Just counting from 1 to 1 billion. So that is the biggest disadvantage of Python. Even despite that, why is it the most popular language today? So for anyone who doesn't know, today Python is the most popular language in the world. I think around 40% of the world is using Python. 40% of all coders are using Python. That includes me, guys. So why is everyone using Python instead of other? Easy for beginners, definitely. AI, yes. Easy to code, definitely. Huge collection of libraries. I think that is something that is very important. Huge collection of libraries. Almost everything in Python, everything you want to do, Python has a built-in for that. That is, I think that is the case with many languages, but Python has the most wide range of libraries that you can ever find. And that is one of the reasons why we are using Python so much today, even though it is a lot slower. So with that, let's get started.
At this point, can I ask you something? How is Python when compared to R? Is R also similar, or you don't have
Uh,
any idea about R?
I'm not sure about R, but I think they have identical performance. Python and R have a very identical performance.
Even equally slower.
Yeah, as far as I know, yes.
Okay.
Yes. So with that, let's now get started with loops. Now, for just for information, we do not have a do while in Python. We have only for and while. So now I want you guys to answer, when do we use for and when do we use while, and what is the situation why we do not use for some reason. No, until is also not there. It's only for and while. Shivang, this is not a boot camp. This is done by Saranda House. This is at around 1 month course. I think up to the OPP. That's the most important part of this course, is to get familiar with the problem solving, so we can make OPP easier for you guys. So can someone tell me, when do we use for and when do we use while, and why do we use one over the other?
We use for maybe for finding something in a, say, a stack of data, and for while maybe that we use that until all the stack, until we move from one to the last data.
For yes. You are partially right. Yes.
For is used for a particular range, and while is used for certain condition change
Okay.
or anything. म्हणजे while have no range and for has a range.
Okay. Both are right. While is for an indefinite number of iterations. For is when you know the limits, like when you know from where you have to start and where you have to go. For a given range, yes, for is used. When the range is not known, while is used. So anything I can do with for, can I do it in while, and vice versa. Okay, so that yes is for to while or while to for. For to while. Okay. Anyone else?
What's the question, sir?
Anything I can do using a for loop, can I do it using a while loop? And anything I can do using a while loop, can I do it using a for loop? That's my question.
While to for, I suppose.
So you're saying anything that can be done using a while loop, that can be used using a for loop, is it?
No, it's opposite.
Okay, okay. While to for is not possible, for to while is possible. Okay. What will this print?
0 to 99 number string.
What is the starting point? What is the last point?
0 is the starting point and 99 is the ending point.
So everyone is clear this right? We are not printing. Sorry, let's just take this. So till where we are printing? From 0 to
9.
99, 9
yeah.
only.
So everyone is clear. We are not printing 10 here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Give me this exact syntax, but give me this exact code, but instead use a while loop here.
Ten colon print I.
Okay. Can you give it in the chat box? This
Okay.
session is mostly for OPP2 voltage. Okay. 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 Let's get started. So, firstly, is this code right?
It's not right because I is not initialized here.
Okay. What if I do initialize I? Now is this right?
No. No, because it will run infinitely.
Sorry?
It will run like to
So
infinite.
this will cause an infinite loop. Why is it causing an infinite loop?
We have to end while loop.
Okay.
Because
So
I is always 0.
After the
yeah.
print, we have to increment the value of I.
Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Now will it give me the exact same answer as this?
If you remove the equal to option, equal to, then it will
Yeah,
give the
exactly.
exact same.
Exactly. So firstly, in for loop, upper limit is not considered. So let me just show you how for loop looks. Sorry. Yes. So for loop has how many parameters does for loop take?
3.
Okay.
Three conditions.
What are the three
Start,
conditions?
stop, start, stop,
Start,
step.
end, and step.
Start, stop,
Stop,
and
step.
Step.
is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
So what if I do for loop with only one condition, only one parameter? what will this parameter go to?
So by default, it will take 1.
No, no. What is this P1 now? Is this the start or the stop or the step?
Start, start.
Start.
Sorry, stop.
Start.
Stop.
No, no, stop, stop.
Stop.
So this P1 is the stop, is it? Okay. What if I do? Yeah. Also before this, what is the start here, and what is the step here?
1. Step
Uh,
1 and
Start is
start
0
1.
and step is 1.
Start is
0
Zeroth
and
index.
step is 1.
step is 1. Okay. So is stop included or is it not included?
Not included.
Okay. Everyone is clear with this? What is the start? What is this P1 and what is this P2 now?
P1 is start and P2 is stop.
P1 is start and P2 is stop.
P1 is start and P2 is,
Stop.
and what is the
Stop.
step?
By default 1.
1.
Fault 1. Okay. And what if I have? Now what is the start? What is the stop? What is the step?
P1 is start, P2 is stop, and P3 is step.
Okay. Everyone is clear with this? Okay. This is a for loop. Now that is why this. So that what is the issue with this program now? While loop. Will it give the exact same answer as here?
Yes.
It does not. It does not have any stop, I suppose.
Sorry, while loop.
Yeah.
Actually, given one line.
I didn't get you. Can you repeat? It will print 10 exactly. It will not print up to 10. It will print 10 also.
Yes.
So this is the issue because while
We
loop
have to
is a.
do equals to.
So what does it do? It checks I when it takes the input, it takes I is equal to 0. 0 is less than equal to 10. So it executes this, and then it executes this. Then it goes back. Then it checks 1, and then it goes up to 9. And when it goes to 10, then it checks if 10 is less than or equal to 10. Since this is true, it prints print 10, and then it increments I. Then it goes back and checks 11, and since 11 is not less than equal to 10, so it breaks out. That is why you get 10 as the output. How do I make it print up to 9?
By removing equals to.
Okay, this is one way. What is another way?
I is less than or equals to 9.
9.
9. Okay. Alright. So for loop implicitly does this. Sorry, not this. For loop implicitly does this. Okay. Is everyone clear with this?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the issue with this code?
It will print up to 10.
Again, it will print up to 10. Okay. I think everyone is clear with for and while.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now let's have a small question. Many of you might have seen this. Or let's just reduce this. Yeah. Is everyone here? Can you do this?
Yes.
Okay. Let me just print it in the chat box.
For I in range 1, comma 36, comma 3.
Okay. Give me the entire output. Sorry, entire code.
Manish Vilayadam send WhatsApp audio.
Yes, Manish.
Please mute yourself.
అమ్మా ఎరికిప్పా
Okay. Yes. This is correct. Anmol, this is correct. Kaushik Mishra, I don't think you're getting the question properly. This is the question. Okay. So let's get started. I don't know why I'm not able to copy this. Yes, I'll just write. So Okay, this is one of the answers we got. This is the other one we got. Can someone tell me which is the right one between the two?
Both.
Both of them are correct.
Only the second one. The second one should be wrong.
I guess it will be I modulo 5 and I modulo 15.
Okay, so how many of you say one is right and how many of you say two is right?
One is wrong, two is right.
Okay. Some people said both are right.
First is wrong.
First,
Okay.
second condition is wrong. I,
Sorry, this should be five. Just correct that.
yes, then it is correct.
So both are correct.
Yes.
Second one also I 5.
Sir,
Sorry.
First is wrong, second is correct.
sir,
Yeah. Go ahead.
sir, in the second statement, after
Yeah.
reading the first statement, if the computer will not go at the elif conditions.
So you're talking about the first one or the second one?
Second one, sir.
Yeah. Okay.
So it should be written at the third portion.
So you're saying that this should be at the last.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
So in that case, numbers like 15 will print only fizz and not fizzbuzz.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. So let's try out both of them. For simplicity, I'll just reduce this range a bit. I'll just keep it to 20. So now tell me which one is right and which one is wrong. Hello? After the outputs, which one is right, which one is wrong? Just tell me that.
Second one is correct.
Second one.
First one is wrong.
I can't see whole output. Yes, first one is wrong.
And why is first one wrong?
It did not print the multiple of 3 and 5.
And can someone tell me why it did not print?
It exited once the condition for division by 3 was met.
Okay. What about the second one? Why did it print fizzbuzz first then?
First,
It
first
first
it will encounter 3, multiple of 3.
Yeah.
Then it will encounter multiple of 5.
Okay.
And when it encounter multiple of 15, then it printed fizzbuzz.
Yeah. That was in the first one or the second one?
Second one.
Second
Yeah.
one.
First one didn't go that till that condition.
Exactly. Exactly. So what happened is, if you check here, let me just show you one more thing. Yeah. So for 1 and 2, it did not do anything. For 3, it printed fizz. That was right. For 4, 5, 6, it printed buzz. That was also right. When it reached 15, what happened is it went to I mod 3. It checked if I mod 3 is true. 15 mod 3 is true, obviously. So it printed fizz. And what happens after it prints fizz? Can someone tell me what happened after it print fizz? Did it go to
It
LF
exits the loop.
or where did it go back to?
It exits the loop.
No, it does not exit the loop. So what happens is when you see an I mod 3, that is what we did here also. Not here, sorry. Yeah, that's what we checked here also, right? Why we cannot put 18 before 12. So what happens is when you go to I mod 3, 15 mod 3 becomes true, it prints fizz. It leaves this whole if else block and it checks here. Now there's nothing here, it goes back to the for loop and then again runs the for loop. So that is why you cannot do, you cannot print you cannot check I mod 3 first. The AND condition almost always has to come first. Then you can see if I mod 3 and I mod 5 is not equal, if is not satisfied, then you can go back and then you see I mod 3 and finally you check I mod 5. Is that clear? Is this code
Yes,
clear why the second one runs and why the first one does not run?
yes, yes.
Okay.
And what if we interchange in the last code, like I modulo 5 and I modulo 3?
You mean like this?
Yes, yes.
What do you think should happen? I mean, obviously, I'll
Uh,
make
it
this
should
buzz.
print buzz first.
No, I'll make this fizz. What will happen now? Will the output change?
I guess it will print buzz first.
Let's
No, no,
check.
no, it won't change. It won't change.
And why will it not change?
Because iteration will be done according to number.
So what is happening
First
is
it will, first
what
it
you
will
have to,
encounter multiple of 3.
yeah. No, no, no. First it will check this. First it will anyways check this. Then it will check this. And then it will check this. So the chain will always be the same. If elif chain will always be the same. What happens is, in such cases, what you have to check is if I mod 3 double equal to 0 and I mod 5 double equal to 0, is there any collision? Like, can both of them happen together? Is that possible? That's what you have to check. Obviously, here we have already checked it. So that's not a problem. But say if it was like this, what will happen now? Okay, let's say we remove this part. And yeah, what will happen now?
It will not go to. Yes, yes.
It will not go to I mod 3. What if my input is 3? What if I is equal to 3?
It will print fizz.
What if I is equal to 12, for example?
It will print buzz.
Okay. So this code is right. And the question you asked, what if I interchange here? Now is this code right?
No.
Yes. Yeah, now is this code right? What is the issue with this code?
It will not go to 6.
So it will always print bus, right?
Yeah.
The exact same thing that happened a while before, right? So this is why whenever there's a collision, you have to try and print this one first and then this. Okay. So everyone
Okay.
knows nested loops also, right?
Yes,
Sorry, not
yes.
nested loop, nested if else statements. Can you do this exact thing, but instead using an if instead using a nested if? Let's add one more condition here. Okay. This is what I want, but I want nested if else. Try it. I'll give you 5 minutes for this. Okay. Is everyone done with this? Should I wait more? Let's wait 2 more minutes. All right. Okay, let's try this code. Is this right? Let's make it try. Is it right or is there an issue with this code?
Last if we use the neither instead of I.
Yeah, okay. We can do that. Okay, now is it fine? Is there any issue with this code now? Yes, this is right. Let's try it. So is this the right output? Is this what you should be getting?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So this is right. What I expected though, let me just tell you that. And also for simplicity, if someone has not observed, we can, instead of writing I mod 3 double equal to 0 and I mod 5 double equal to 0, we can directly do I mod 15 double equal to 0. Because anything that is divisible by 15 will always be divisible by 3 and 5. That's the LCM, okay? I hope there's no doubts with this 15 part. So what I expected is, if I mod 15 double equal to 0, okay, just check it out. I mod 5 double equal, okay, anyways. Anyone who's still writing the code for this? Let's check this. Is there any issue with this code?
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, not this one, not the elif part.
No. Is this right? Is this entire code right?
It will also print the number.
Okay, yeah, just leave out the number part. Don't worry about the number part. Yeah. Now is it right?
I modulo 5 should print fizz, not fizzbuzz.
Okay, this is fizz, is it? Okay. Okay, now is it right? Should I run this? If it is right?
But the condition was to use nested if.
Nested if there is
Probably,
no
if we can use elif, then we could have directly done.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. So the person has used nested if. That is not the issue.
Okay.
And the output will also be right. But there is one problem with this. It's not wrong code, but it's unnecessary code. Can someone check, see what it is? Can someone
I
tell me?
modulo 3, then I modulo 5. We can directly write I modulo 15.
No, no. Leave the 15 part out. Just check the nested part. So if you observe carefully,
Maybe after I modulo 3, you can add a print statement there that is relevant for 3.
no. If you observe this I mod 3 double equal to 0 is repeated twice, right? And our entire job as programmers is to reduce the number of lines of codes we write. That's the most important part. And repeating the same thing twice does not make any sense, right? So can someone tell
Yes.
me how to change it so that I do this entire thing inside this one nested if?
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
one is the.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
So you can add a print statement after I modulo 3 to print the bus, and you can add
Uh,
an else statement.
Here
Yeah, and there should be an else statement for the
for the
outer else. Sorry, for the inner else or the inner if,
yeah,
you can add an else case there and add
like
the print
this,
statement for
like this,
5, which
like
is
this,
I think fizz. Yeah, like that. There it should be fizz. Yeah,
and
that
I
should
can
be.
remove this.
That first one should not be removed. I think. Yeah, there it should
Okay, you
have.
want it to be here,
Yeah,
like
first
this.
should be there. This else statement should be fizz.
Okay, let's try this.
No, the second statement should be changed to fizz because that is 5. The
This
not that the else part.
this one is it?
Yeah,
Okay, this is it?
that is fizz because for
Okay,
5 it
okay.
is fizz, and an outer for the outer if you can add an else statement and say print neither
Okay, like this.
at that level. Yeah, for that level.
And we don't need all this, is it?
We don't need.
Okay, should we try this?
Something is definitely wrong.
What is wrong is this. This is always getting printed. This buzz is always getting printed. And only the fizz is getting checked. So whenever I mod 3 is equal to 0, I'm printing buzz. And then I'm checking if it is also, if I mod 5 is also equal to 0. So if it is 15, then it is, let me just show you how it looks. Oh, let's,
Someone had added an I just in front, so that will be helpful. Yeah.
yeah, that would have been helpful. Yes. Should have done that. Yeah. See, 1 is neither, 2 is neither, 3 first prints buzz, and then it checks this whole condition. Okay? Then it's again prints fizz. So 3 is fizz, right? Let's change that. And yeah. See, fizz is getting printed twice now. And actually 5 is never getting checked. 5 is never getting checked because we are never going to 5 part. Okay?
Okay, got it.
So I think we don't need all this. Let's change it. I think this was right. This was the right code. If I mod 3 is equal to 0, then check if I mod 5 is equal to 0. If both, then print fizzbuzz. If I mod 3 is equal to 0 and 5 is not equal to 0, then print fizz. And if I mod 3 is not equal to 0, then if this whole loop is not, if this whole if condition is not getting executed, and then check if I mod 5 is equal to 0. And if that is, then print was. And if both of them are not getting executed, print neither. That is what we wanted, right? Okay. Is this fine now? Let me just show you how it looks. Okay. I just changed it. 2 is for fizz, 3 is for buzz. Is everyone understanding this syntax?
Yes.
Yeah. So let me just take this. Can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, it's visible.
Yeah. So now first we go to the for loop. I becomes 1. It checks if I mod 2 is equal to 0. That never gets executed. So we directly go to the elif. Okay. Then we check if I mod 3 is equal to 0. That doesn't get executed. So we directly print neither. Did everyone understand this much?
Yeah.
For the next iteration, I becomes 2. We check if I mod 2 is equal to 0, which becomes 2. So we now check if I mod 3 is equal to 0. That becomes false, we go to fizz. And then fizz gets printed. And this way next, we go directly to elif. And then buzz gets printed. So this happens for 4 and 5 also. Let's finish with 5. Yeah, now what do you think should happen for 6? So I is equal to 6, what happens now? Does this... Yeah, go on. Someone was saying, go ahead. Okay. So what happens when I mod 2 double equal to 0? Does this get executed or not? For I equal to 6?
Yes.
It will execute.
So now we will go to I mod 3 equal to 0. Now what will happen to this?
It will check it again.
So now what does it do? It prints fizzbuzz. Now where should the control go?
For loop.
Okay. It should go to line number
1.
Which line number should it go back to now? I think someone
2, I
said
suppose.
line number 2, is it? Okay. Anyone else who is giving a different answer? Okay, let's check. So it goes back to line number 1 because if is executed, once this, yeah. So once this if gets executed, then this part is never accessed. We go back to the for loop and then we run the loop again. So is everyone clear with if else and for loops?
Yes.
Okay. So I think that brings an end to the session. Um, Let me stop screen sharing. I'll let it be. Just ask me if there's any questions you can ask me.
I want to ask the part where we use for stop, step, and start.
This part?
Can yeah, can you explain it for example with like a simple example?
Okay. So let's try. So what should this print according to you?
1 to 9 is 0 to 9.
0 to 9. What happens now? What does this print?
Still, I suppose 0 to 9.
And what does this print? Yeah, this is what I was searching for that time. So if you check carefully, first one is always a stop. You always have to have a stop for loop. Everyone knows that, right? You have to have a range in which it runs. Okay.
Yes.
Second one is your start. So when you give two parameters, so when you give only one parameter, that parameter is automatically mapped to stop. So stop becomes your first parameter. When you give only one parameter and then your start becomes 0, the range always starts from 0 and step becomes 1. This is for uh, this is for a single parameter. When you give two parameters, then your first parameter automatically becomes start and the second becomes stop. Okay. And finally, when you give three, then they are mapped according to that. P1 becomes start, P2 becomes stop, and the third parameter becomes step. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So this is not actually the syntax of for loop. It's more to do with the range. See, this range is actually a function that gives you things like this. If you give range of 10, see, if you see this clearly, range of 10 becomes range of 0, comma 10. Starts from 0 till 10, and 10 is not included. Is that fine?
Yes.
Okay. When we get to list, I'll show you what range exactly means. But for now, I think this should be good. Is your doubt clear now?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
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 Thank you.
That's fine. That's fine. All right. Any other doubts? I'm open to them. So just a moment, guys. Just a moment. Okay, so guys, I think no one has any doubts.
So if
Let's
no one have any doubt, we can end the session.
Any group we should join? I think Abhishek can answer that. Let me
You
start.
can join this our foundation group. Just a second. Uh, I will send you the link. Just a Okay, I have saved you the WhatsApp group link in the chat box. You can join through there. So, thank you, Srinidhi, for the session, and thank you all for joining the sessions. I hope you enjoyed, and we will let you know when the through mails. Thank you. So, I'm ending the session.